So we actually saw how Toga actually went into her childhood home where she actually heard the voices of her parents who actually say all those terrible things to her, which she is actually is the person that we saw today, but she actually realized of how the others think of her when they actually heard that she wanted to be a bird, the same bird that she was draining the blood from, and of course, she actually had the bird went into her body and gushing out blood, but we saw how Dabi, aka Toya, have actually seen her childhood home, in which he destroyed it, which we knew how they are preparing for the final battle. But we saw how Shigaraki has recovered from the Quark Doomsday theory, but we can tell how he is going to prepare himself because of the fact that this will be the final battle of his life. So we actually saw how Class 1A have searched the rest of the Paranormal Liberation Army but couldn't find Shigaraki or All for One, knowing how the citizens who actually saw what is about to happen, which they were given orders by All for One, in which they went back to their dorms to rest. But we can tell how Isuku realized of how he didn't thank Ochaku for standing up to him against a mad mob who turned their backs on him. But we see All Might and the detective and the principal have come up with a plan to actually to help with the final battle, in which the citizens have given the evacuation order to actually head towards the shelters, in which Class 1A have thanked everyone for being their heroes, as they say goodbye to their loved ones and their friends, knowing that they may not come back, as they made it to their new stronghold called Troy. We knew how they are going to make it their final home, but we can tell how Ochaku and Isuku have actually talked about their rivals, knowing that she is thinking about Toka and Isuku is thinking about Shigaraki, knowing how they are going to face off against their rivals, which they're going to stop them no matter what. And during that time, we see how Todoroki talking with the others about Toya, knowing how they are actually knew how Ida actually understanding that he also had an older brother. But we can tell how they knew how he is going to stop him. But we see Suku got a call from Aoyama, where he wanted to talk to him, where we see All for One talking to his parents, knowing how they are actually realize that everything is going according to plan, knowing how they're going to be safe, in which he wanted to see him, but we can tell how he wanted his parents' safety to be ensured, but it was all a trap, knowing that All for One is waiting for Isuku. So we knew how he had presented himself to him, in which he say that Aoyama has done a good job, in which all the villains have come out to actually fight him. But Aoyama had decided to turn his back on All for One, knowing that he is going to be a hero at last, when all the heroes have actually made it out the same way, knowing that we're going to see the final battle that is about to happen. So I cannot wait to see it. And to be completely honest, I'm actually thankful that Aoyama using his acting skills for good use, because we can tell how he actually used them to manipulate All for One, which you actually don't mess with a man's family. And now we get to see how he turned his back on the man who gave him his quirk, which he is helping the heroes at last. But we can tell how they are preparing for the final battle ahead. So now we're going to see what's going to happen on the next episode next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime God here saying signing out. Laters.